All right, it's story time. The whole world's different. Unless you're an essential worker, everybody's supposed to be home, which means a lot of people aren't making money. And yeah, it's messed up a few things. So I'm an entrepreneur, multi-passionate, because I don't trust nothing. I don't trust having just one job and one check. Because that job, I could be fired, they could hire a hater that becomes my supervisor, the company can get bought out, the industry can go through a crazy recession. I don't trust income from one place. So I've created multiple streams of income. My main gig is working in schools. I do something called restorative justice, which allows me to do trainings and consulting, school districts, schools, principals, teachers, students, conflict mediation, team building, holding people accountable when they break the rules or do something that hurts somebody else or a group of people, like in class or at the school, or sometimes it's breaking the law. So that's my main thing. I also direct a camp for young men of color throughout the whole state of California. It's a really dope camp experience, 7 days up there, picking and supporting the leadership team. Love it, it's one of my passions. Outside of that, I make music for children. In 2009, I created a cartoon character that does music, ABCs, counting, nursery rhymes. That music video has 6 million views on it. Last year, I started making music for a puppet that sings lullabies and R&B. So myself, my homeboy Mac, and my other homie Bluetooth, we teamed up to create the music for that character. Because it's not just one person, we can't go to the studio because that's not social distancing and that's not an essential business, and we need to be safe for ourselves and our families and then everybody else. So that got shut down. All the school work, it stopped. I can't do the camp. I had a bunch of training scheduled. That's canceled. So all that's paused. A lot of money lost in that. Also have a clothing line that promotes love and positivity. My most popular shirt says Hug Life on it. A shirt that says Hug Life ain't gonna sell right now, so gotta rebrand that company. And even going to the post office to ship off stuff, that's a little different right now too. Every Thursday I was podcasting with my friends for a podcast that I created called Men of the Village. We would shoot at my homie's house. Myself, my best friend Brian, and one of my closest homies, Bam, we would invite another man to come through and share his story, share his thoughts, share his perspectives, his questions about whatever we wanted to talk about. We can't really podcast at the homie's house because that's gonna break the quarantining social distancing rule, and we don't wanna get anybody to get us sick, and we don't want to get nobody else sick. So podcasting, I know you're like, well, why don't you just do it on Zoom? I like certain quality. Look at this shot. You see it, the blurry background, good audio. I like it to look and sound a certain way. I listen to podcasts. I don't want to listen to a podcast that doesn't sound good, that sounds like a Zoom call, that is picking up all the background noise of the room and echo. I can't do it. And also bringing another man on, it's just a little different. The conversation itself is going to be different because we're not in the same room. There's a formula to the reason why our podcast has worked the way it has. It's not the same if we're not in the same space. That's just my opinion. We had just done our first podcast with a live audience, so that's on pause. I started doing a networking event for local LA young creatives, graphic designers, chefs, models, fashion designers, people who make apps, photographers, any entrepreneurs or creatives that was interested in building and strengthening their network. We were doing a networking event. The first one was a success. Can't do a networking event because we can't network right now. I also do photography, doing photo shoots in the photo studio. Can't do that. Who wants a photo shoot right now? My whole everything has changed. But I'm not sick. My loved ones aren't sick. I'm not dead. I'm not homeless. I'm not hungry. And I'm still creative. Luckily, I've invested in my own photography equipment at the house so I can take pictures of myself for YouTube or for Instagram. And I have time. I have camera equipment so I can finally start my YouTube page. I have a lot of workout equipment. I got a Peloton bike. I got weights. crazy bump. So I've been working out, lost weight, getting in good shape, feeling good. I don't need a barber because I can cut my own hair because I'm bald. So I'm gonna make the most of this time. Everything has changed. I can't do most of the stuff that I used to do, but now I have time and opportunity to do more of the other stuff that I said I wanted to do. I could do my own kids' music by myself because I can make beats and I have all the equipment. I'm gonna make the second puppet because I have time now. And I always wanted to start a YouTube page. Why not? So I'm a really positive-minded person. I don't stick to the negative. The negative don't last long. I've been broke before. So I'm trying to figure out how to not be broke again. But if I am, and I gotta be, how to get to the next bag. And I'm not willing to compromise my integrity. And I don't want to do it just for the money. I want to do something that I enjoy. And I want to work with people I enjoy working with. I've done things in the past where it's like, this is just for the check. Or this is just for the opportunity to get on. I don't really like this song. I don't really like working here. I don't like working like this. I don't like working these hours. I don't like working for this amount of money. But I need the money or I need the opportunity. So, sometimes you got to kiss the ass before you can kick the ass. And now I'm in a position where I don't got to kiss the ass. And I want to go to another level. I got a goal I want to get to. So instead of looking at this as a setback, I'm looking at this on how this could be a step up. I know everybody's not on the same level right now. Everybody don't have the equipment. Everyone don't have the space. Everyone don't have the idea. Everyone doesn't see this as an opportunity. And I've seen posts on Instagram where it's like, don't trip on yourself if you don't start the business or do the thing that you've already done. I know. Everyone's not going to do that. But I want to do that. So I'm going to make online content and I'm going to make music and I'm going to podcast. And I'm going to plan out my moves when they finally open up outside. I had a conversation with my students maybe a month before all this craziness happened. And I was talking to a lot of high school seniors who weren't performing well GPA-wise or grade-wise, attendance-wise. They weren't really coming on time and coming all the time. And I was being realistic and I was like, I feel like there are people in the world, specifically students, who are just doing time. They wake up and go to school barely because they got to. Not because they want to, not because they're looking forward to it. They're just doing time. Kind of like going to jail. You know why I'm here. They made me be here. I don't want to be here. It is what it is. And there's other people who are like Malcolm X who go to jail and come out completely different, come out better. I was trying to empower them with the talk to see if it would click, like, you don't have to just do your time. You can make the best of this. Habits, attitude, mindset, goals. Well, we're all on timeout, sitting in our house. Not everybody's in a house with people they like or love. Some of us are in really uncomfortable situations. That being true, what's the goal on the other side of this? Some people are going to be let go. Some businesses are going to fall apart or have to be changed. Everything has changed. What do I want for myself? What do I want to see on the other side of this? What do I want my life to look like? I want my life to be better. I don't want it to be the same because everything changed. I want my life to be better. And I think it can. I just got to do it. So if you're feeling me, please click like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. So let me know in the comments below, how hard has quarantine hit you? So if you like this video or the type of content that I'm talking about making, please subscribe.